We have 4 candidates that are running this year, 2 kings and 2 queens. So they will be here next Friday, the 26th, from 6 to 8 to introduce themselves, as well as to tell them why they want to run for King and Queen of Fantasy Fest. For King this year, we have Christopher Rounds, who is owner of Lottie Da. He is running for King, as well as Tommy Ryan, who lives in the Big Pine area, which is great. A lot of people know Tommy. He's a retired fireman and was one of the 9/11 firefighters that was on the scene during 9/11. For Queen, we have Jane Rushnider. Jane is a local artist here. She did the mosaic at one of our properties at Point Siena Royale, and plus she's a diver, so she has a lot of connections with the water sports companies. And then we have Kristen Livingood, who lives in the Marathon and Big Pine area. Kristen works for the Weekly newspaper and is also a photographer. Each of the candidates will come out and they'll talk about why this is important to them. I always tell them when I interview them for King and Queen why they want to spend 8 weeks of their lives on a campaign for this. It's very important to us at AIDS Help. The message is really unique from a different perspective. Usually when I'm being interviewed or I'm talking about HIV/AIDS in the community and how it affects our community, they're used to hearing me talk about that, being the executive director of the agency. But to have an ambassador who is approaching this on their own time and gathering their friends and families and everyone they know to support them, it's very interesting to hear their perspective of their message. Some of the messages that you'll hear on the 26th are range from a personal connection, whether they lost a family member due to HIV/AIDS, or they have a direct relationship with the agency because they know how hard it is to provide services for people living with HIV/AIDS. The money that is raised goes toward direct services. It doesn't go to pay for any of the salaries of anyone who is employed at the agency. What has happened is we are serving more people living with HIV/AIDS than the agency has ever done before. We're doing that with less staff because we have to, because the funding is not there through grants and foundation funding. So much of a big thank you to the people that are going to be providing venues to have their events, just like the Southernmost. A big thank you for the Southernmost offering the venue for the kickoff on the 26th, as well as the people that are behind the scenes, the volunteers that set up, and a big shout out thank yous for participating with each of these candidates over the next 8 weeks. Because I always say it doesn't matter who is going to be king or queen, they're all winners. They're all winners in our community.